coastline, so we don't know what's happening further away from us. But in this particular area, which was certainly at risk of getting flooded, at the moment it's not a problem, which is a very good sign. And
and just as a lake, these are amazing pictures, Sean. And we've actually gone past the high tide, but the wind is holding it in. The strength of the wind itself is holding it in. Mike Walker, you explain it better than I can.
Yeah, what was going on there, Ed, is that we've got that northeast wind which kind of holds the water in. And that's why we worry about consecutive tide cycles. You know, if you have one high tide cycle coming in and the water doesn't drain out of the harbor, so to speak, it's held in by the wind, then the next one comes in is even bigger. And that's what you saw a lot of during Blizzard of 78 or the perfect storm. This one we're seeing a two cycle, and that's the second tide is going to be coming as we talk about tomorrow around 10 a.m.
So this is going to hold it in all through the night.
It'll hold it in a little bit longer. It's not going to drain out quite as much as you would normally have. So it's going to be a little bit more water there, which is going to give you a little head start on tomorrow, and then you've got a new surge coming.
You've anticipated my next question. How does that feed into the next tide?
Right. Well, of course, it's going to be 1.5 feet higher anyway, just because it's astronomically higher. But then now we're going to add this wind effect to it. That's why we're hoping the wind goes from northeast to a northerly direction, because once it goes to a northerly direction, it will prevent that from kind of holding that water in. It'll allow it to kind of flow off in a little bit different direction.
Now, Harvey mentioned that you had a map that you were wanting to look at, which you call the snow machine.
Snow machine.
The snow machine. You need to explain that to everybody.
We have
that
a lot of equipment here, which is just awesome. I mean, it's just amazing some of the stuff that we have here. I want to switch over to Weather 3, which is what we call our own radar.
Okay.
And you'll see what you're looking at here. Now, you look at this and you go, well, that's the radar.
Like it's all completely covered in snow.
It does. And what we want to do here is I'm going to take it apart a little bit. As you see this, what happens is we can actually take the radar over a given location. We see how much precipitation was falling in that time frame. We look at the temperatures. We look at all these things. And this starts then to plot where the snow actually fell. So I'm going to add some numbers to this. So you can see as we look down here towards Connecticut, we're seeing 15 inches.
That blue band.
Right. And even a little bit more down here, radar indicated perhaps as much as 20 inches of snow. I would not be surprised by that because we've seen so many other ones.
So these are not exact numbers of inches of snow that have fallen, but an estimate as to what probably has fallen based on the meteorological combination of weather factors.
Heavy-duty math goes into this stuff. I mean, we're talking, and just to give you an idea, you get away from it a little bit, and we're looking at about 4 inches up into parts of New Hampshire. But again, that heavy band that was sitting right through here, that's the one that we're really been watching all night tonight. And, we're starting to get some numbers now from the ground that are verifying that way.
20 inches, 15 inches, and the storm continues, Ed and Heather. We're not done yet.
Well, no, and Mike, from what Harvey was saying just a short time ago, actually overnight after 1 o'clock in the morning, we've got a lot of precipitation to get through.
And we're only 10:26 in the evening, so we have still plenty of time before we can reach that. We still have plenty of storm to go through. Take a look. I believe this is Route 1. Those headlights that you see are moving along Route 1. Of course, there hasn't been much traffic on any of the Massachusetts highways since roughly 4 o'clock this afternoon. Our coverage of Blizzard 2013 continues right here on News Center. Stay with us.